it is slightly worrying, but I think by the skin of our teeth, we'll stay up. It'll go down to the last game.
Yeah,
I reckon.
Yeah. What about yourself, Matt?
I think we need a point, but I also think by finish of play tomorrow, if results go away, we'll be safe.
Yeah.
Because let's not forget. I mean, West Brom have to win tomorrow. Or they're down. They're already down. If Stoke don't win at Anfield tomorrow, they will be 6 points behind with 2 games to go. So they'll be done.
Yeah.
The only game you're then looking at is Southampton. But the interesting problem is that Swansea, as you mentioned, have got to play both Stoke and Southampton.
Yeah.
So for me, if any team's going to get sucked back into it, it'll be Swansea. If they lose to both of them, and even again, they could lose to both. They could lose to Southampton and Stoke and still stay up because they don't pick up points anywhere else. They both need to pick up 4 points to equal Swansea. It's extremely tight down the bottom. I think a point for us would be enough between now and the end of the season, which I think we'll get. But I think it could be done by, as I said, like Southampton has still got 4 games, same as us. Stoke have only got 3, so if Stoke don't win tomorrow, they're now 6 points with only 2 games.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you there, Matt. Just to quickly keep you up to date who are watching the show, I know we are live. Whilst we were on, something happened on YouTube and we shut down for about 2 minutes. So we're now back on live. So for about 10 minutes we were recording, we went offline and now we're back on. So for any of you who's watching, we're on a separate video now on our YouTube channel. It's still on, it's still there as a preview, so just in case you're getting confused. I don't know what happened, we're kind of working on it, but we're on, It's okay. So for the 2 minutes there, which was, we were discussing if West Ham are safe or are they not. That's why I went a little bit quiet, because something happened. So to cut a long story short, Cess, we all probably suspect maybe a point is enough, but when you really start to look into this league, you think a point for West Ham takes us 7 points clear from Southampton and Stoke. If Southampton and Stoke and Swansea all win, or Southampton and Stoke all win, we go 4 points clear, with our next game being Leicester with 3 games to go. So it's still so tight, and I think the biggest thing that concerns me the most is every Premier League season, and known to man, there's always a team that fights from somewhere, from nothing, that gives the last challenge. And I just can't see this season being the one season that a team doesn't fight for their life to get out of that situation. So in our group, it's very easy for us to go there and predict, no, this team will get this point, this team will get this point, this team will get this point.
That's what I'm saying.
But we are West Ham, and this is the Premier League. And if history repeats itself, someone that sits out of those bottom 3 are in trouble. And we are sitting so close to that line with a couple of really hard teams to play. Alf, what's your thoughts on that?
Right, where do I start? Right, first of all, Moyes. Okay, let's just start right from the very top. Moyes, he has, unfortunately, as I said, it's unfair to judge him because he's only been in the job for 6 months. However, he has been the worst manager statistically that we've had. I can't remember, since it might have been before I was born. It's been a really bad run for him. And so far, he's got the worst amount of points. Now, unfortunately, with Moyes, he's only playing for points.
Yeah.
He is not playing for the victory. So he's not going out and trying to beat the Stokes or, even have a good go at Arsenal or Man City. He just wants to, right, if we can just get a point, maybe another point against Leicester, maybe, even if we don't get a point here, we could get one against Man United. And that's the way he works. That's his brain, you see.
Yeah.
And it's just not ambitious enough. And that's why I'm not saying he should throw caution to the wind now and just go for it. But what I'm saying is the reason why we're in this position is because he's been like that ever since he came, took over.
And I mean, today, I think the biggest thing about West Ham social media, West Ham in the media in general, is one day David Moyes isn't staying, the next day David Moyes is staying. One day we're linked to Joe Allen, the next day we're linked to Shaqiri, the next day we're linked to bloody every player and his uncle and his auntie. And it's already started the merry-go-round of West Ham transfer rumours and manager rumours. Realistically, though, for me, I think the board are going to stick with David Moyes. I think it was a I think it was a problem. Well, depends if as long as we stay up. But even if we go down, I think they'll still stick with David Moyes because he's potentially, according to them, a cheap option. So, is that a good thing or
I
a
don't know
bad?
if he is, because the thing I saw was that he's going to get a massive pay rise if he stays on.
Yeah, but is that not if we stay up? There'll be clauses in that contract left, right, and centre.
That's in the clause, yeah.
Yeah, I'm referencing if we go down, say Matt. So either way, I think he will still be our manager. Is my point I'm trying to say. So if he stays in the Premier League, he'll get a massive pay rise and rise up to the level of what Premier League managers are averagely getting. But if we go down, he was a cheap option.
I don't know if he would.
Yeah, I don't know.
I honestly reckon if he went down, they go back to Allardyce. I don't want him, but I also reckon they would. I reckon they would if he went back down.
God help us.
Well,
God
He's
help us.
got a record of getting out of it again.
yeah.
Oh dear.
To be honest, I don't even know if he would come back. I really don't think. I don't know if he would.
Yeah,
I don't
He would
think,
for money. They'd have to give him a lot of money.
and I think they do, and I think that's the problem. That's where it stems from.
The Allardyce won't come back.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that last game of the season where both sets of fans are going to boo the shit out of him.
Well, apparently he stayed, didn't he? Like,
We don't like him, and even Everton fans don't like him either.
Yeah.
So,
I'll give him.
Yeah.
I'll always give him his due, though. I will give him his due.
Yeah.
He came and done what he needed to do, and that was fine. So, but I suppose, you know what? We've had a bit of confusion with the YouTube channel tonight. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just the norm in the real life when we go live. So let's just get straight onto the game, and let's get straight onto a man we should fear from Manchester City. And I'll pass this one over to you, Alf. Who is a player to watch from Man City?
Oh.
Of course.
I've got a whole list here.
Of course.
Well, okay. No, I would say it's not going to be up front. It's not going to be Sterling. It's not going to be Jesus. I tell you who it is. It's De Bruyne and Silva. Those are the two.
yes.
Definitely. Everything else works around them. Yeah, I mean, they got strength everywhere. You know, you mentioned Otamendi before. You know, Company, great in defence. But it's those two. Those are the two of the creative sparks in the game. And they are, you know, arguably, they've been their best players all season.
Yeah, of course. What about yourself, Sis?
I was just about to say David Silva and De Bruyne.
All right, okay, yeah.
They are two unbelievable players. They are incredible. They've had an amazing season. Like you said, everything works around them too. So once you take them out of the game, it's like things break down.
Yeah.
But if you give them time and space, they'll pick a pass out of anything. They'll make something out of nothing, and that's where all the goals are coming from.
And I do fear
them too.
I do fear them, especially Kevin De Bruyne. Like he's unbelievable. But I mean, Matt, I will throw this one to you, Matt. But the one player or two players in particular that I really worry about, who were not expected to be potentially starters this season for Manchester City, are Sané and Sterling. Because Sterling has just been on the tail end of every single pass that these boys that used to are talking about are creating. And Sané is just a machine. He's a player that I think if you were to put him into the West Ham side right now, he would just fix us. He'd mould all the team together. He's just that player. He's box to box. He absolutely penetrates through any defence. It's just fantastic to see. Matt, what about you?
Yeah, you can talk about Sterling. I think the only thing, thankfully for us, for Sterling is that he's not a natural finisher.
Yeah.
He's got a bucket load of goals, but
Taps him
think
in.
the amount of goals that he'd had if he was actually a finisher. Like, if you think if that was like Harry Kane instead, he'd be on like 50 goals this season.
Yeah.
For me though, the guy you have to watch out for isn't an attacking player. It's Fernandinho. He's like the guy that gels their whole team together.
He's just back. Actually, he looks like he's just back for this game.
He plays like three positions at the same time. He'll play centre back, hold midfielder, and centre mid, and he's the guy that allows De Bruyne and Silva to just go up the pitch. You have to get someone marking him as much as you do Silva and De Bruyne.
Yeah.
If you can get him out of the game, then defensively you can get out of Man City. But he's the guy that holds their whole defensive unit together to allow the attacking players to go off and do their thing.
Yeah, not just him. We forgot about one other player, Gundogan. We forgot about him as well.
Good one,
We forgot about him as well.
Well, listen, let's put Man City to one side. They've won the league. Let's get straight on to West Ham. We know Adrian's starting. What I don't want to go through is our exact team. I want to ask you, Alf, do you think Moyes will set up in the exact same way he has set up in the last couple of games? Or if he's going to make changes, what changes is he going to make?
I think he will. I think he will set up the same. I think he'll have personnel changes, though. I don't think he's going to have Fernandes and Mario. We spoke earlier about a rumour about Lanzini, whether he's fit or not, I don't know. But I think if he is fit, he'll definitely go with Lanzini. I'm hoping that he'll go with Hernandez. I really am. But I've just got a sneaking feeling that he won't.
Yeah.
I think he'll go with his lone striker, Arnautovic up front, and I just think that would be the wrong tactic for Man City. I think I don't know if you guys play a bit of basketball, but it's the old four-court press. It's just got to be players playing high up the pitch, pressurising them and playing two up front. And if it's a long ball game, play a long ball game, and trouble their defence with long balls over the top. And you probably need Carroll in there, and you probably need Hernandez up there with him, and drop Arnautovic back into midfield, right side of midfield. I was to say, I'm a very kind of optimistic and be very ambitious. I would have an ambitious plan, against Man City.
Can any of you two below me agree or disagree on what Alf said?
It's not going to be that team. Let's be honest.
No, I know.
It's going to be the exact same team that he played at Arsenal.
I held Arsenal for 80 minutes and then collapsed.
The only one I could agree with is that if Lanzini's fit, he'll start instead of Mario.
Yeah.
Fernandes will start because we just don't have enough players. Like, we don't have anyone else to replace him on that wing. I'd like to see. I would like to see him play Carroll or Hernandez in the middle and put Arnautovic on the wide of the three.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to see him go like Lanzini, Hernandez, and Arnautovic as a front three, or Carroll in there somewhere. Even if Lanzini's not fit, put Hernandez on one of the wings and Carroll down the middle. But David Moyes doesn't like attacking against top six teams. Like, his plan will be, he will not make a sub for the 75th minute. He will try and stay in the game till 75th minute and then go. Lanzini and Hernandez will come on, and then with 5 minutes to go, he'll go, right, Carroll can come on. Yeah. And he'll hope that with 15 minutes to go, we're still within a goal within the game. We're only 1-0 down, and he can try and nick a point. Because it's just the way Moyes plays. Like,
Cess, you got anything on that?
It'll be the same setup against Arsenal. It'll be the same setup against Stoke. But the only change will probably be either Joe Mario or Fernandes replacing Lanzini. Other than that, it'll be the same setup.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would be ambitious to say he's going to play 4-3-3 and go for it, but let's be real, it's not going to happen. So
let's be real.
Same.
Swansea didn't go for it last week. Swansea set up to contain. They didn't have anything pace on the counter. They set up to try and play keep ball, play defensive and deep, and they shipped 5 goals.
Yeah.
So the point of trying to sit deep is not going to work. I mean, it did work. It did almost work at Man City, because that was the same formation. We played 5 at the back, 4 in the midfield, and sat deep. But even then, we couldn't contain all of that for 90 minutes. We showed it. They finally got 2 chances to score 2 goals, and we lost 2-1. But I mean, I'd take a 2-1 loss because it wouldn't really hammer our goal difference.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm worried about at the weekend. Is if the results do go against us tomorrow, that we got to Man City and ship 5 goals.
Well, you've brought us
right in a bad situation.
You've brought us right into the time we don't like, which is coming to the end of the show. So we may as well just get straight stuck in, throwing you right under the bus, Alf. Predictions for Sunday against Manchester City.
Scoreline?
Yeah.
3-2 West Ham. And do you know what? And I'm actually being serious as well.
I love it. The optimist
I am
is
being
the optimist.
serious.
Yeah.
That's the wine you're drinking.
No.
He had a couple of shots before he came on.
If he sticks to my plan, in my ambitious plan, and actually take the game to Man City, I will eat my hat if we don't win.
You heard it first. He's going to hit that hat behind you. That one right there.
There you go. I'm not eating that one. No. But I will eat a hat made of marshmallows or something. But, there you go.
3-2 victory to West Ham for Alf, which would probably catapult us to safety in the Premier League. And over to you, Cess. Predictions?
3-1 City. I think it'll all be too much in terms of if we're going to sit back and they're just going to literally pepper us. And it will all be too much. We'll just break down and we'll just capitulate. And then the goals will start shipping in. It'll be 3-0. And then we'll probably get a consolation, like a header in the 94th minute. And then it'll just be like, yay. And then that's it.
Yay.
Hey.
Matt?
I'm going to go for our favourite hammering scoreline and go 4-1 Man City.
Oh, he's such a copycat.
The thing is, we've conceded we've lost 4-1. I don't know how many games this season, but it's just set up for another 4-1 hammering.
Yeah.
And Man City love playing at London Stadium. I don't think they've been to our ground yet and not scored like 4 goals in a game.
That's true.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
Cheers for that.
I kind of agree with you, Matt. Though I think, and in actual fact, I think it might be something similar to the Arsenal game. I think they'll score. They'll score. We'll equalise. We'll leave it late, but not the last 10 minutes. But we'll just absolutely collapse in the last 20.
Yeah.
And that's where it's going to be. I mean, I'm really fearful. I'm just not confident at all this season. I've not been a confident West Ham fan. Always been an optimist.
Man City is still chasing stats.
Yeah, of course they are.
They need one win to equal the record league wins for a season.
Yeah.
And they're 5 points short of equaling the highest points total for a season.
Well, listen,
they're chasing records now.
They've won the league. They've won the League Cup. They've dropped for the FA Cup, and they've dropped the Champions League. So they're going to go for these stats, and of course they're going to go for these stats. They've got no pressure on them, nothing, and that's a dangerous time to play a team like Manchester City with the squad that they have available to them. But
the only thing I'm worried about is Ederson said he wants to score a goal this season.
Oh God! Imagine he gets a penalty.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. If we're 3-0 down with like 20 minutes to go and they get a penalty,
he's taking
the keeper's going to step up and take it.
Could you imagine?
Anyway, score it as well.
Listen, for all you West Ham fans, if you are watching the channel, sorry about the hiccup earlier on with regards to the show. So when you go onto our show, if you're not watching it live, there'll be 2 videos, both for the preview for Manchester City. So just make sure you watch the first one, which is about 10 minutes long. That's the first part. So we'll call them Part 1, Part 2 preview for the Manchester City game. Let's hope that we have given you some form of enthusiasm. I don't think we have.
Yes, we
Alf has.
Look, I never get my predictions right, but if I do, that'll be a win for me.
That will be.
I'll buy you a pint if you get that.
You can't. You've got your own game to play.
No, I'll give it next time.
Everton then. All right.
Everton. Save it for Everton. If that position comes through, I will buy you a pint.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
So make sure you all follow Irons United on all the social media sites. Make sure you put the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Make sure you go to our website, read all the articles that are going up. Thanks to Alf, and we've got a few more coming up as well over the next couple of weeks. All the social media links will be on there. Good luck to Thames Ironworks on Sunday, Cess, putting a man of match performance, and you never know, one of the scouts could be there looking at you for next season to play alongside Declan Rice. We'll take that. Lots of new content coming out in preparation for the summer for the new season. So make sure you keep an eye on our channel. Really cool stuff. We promise to give you better quality, better content. It's all coming your way from our channel, and we ain't going away. We're going to be here, and we're going to be digging away hard and strong to give you as much of the best content we possibly can. Any questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. Leave the comments below. I've been Anton, he's been Matt, he's been Alf, he's been Cess, and we've been Irons United. Come on, you Irons.